Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Tuesday, August 25th, 2020. We have a lot to talk about, so let's dive right into it. As we can see for this morning, we have a prefrontal trough ahead of a cold front diving towards the Poconos and the Catskills. The good news is that the showers and thunderstorms are weakening. Bad news is that the residual boundaries from these showers and thunderstorms is going to make the development of thunderstorms a bit more complicated and the potential to reach severe levels. So we're definitely going to watch out for that for this afternoon as a cold front moves through the region. Temperatures throughout the region range from the mid to upper 60s over the Poconos and Catskills, lower to mid 70s everywhere else. We have some low clouds, a little bit of fog. Pretty much the overall theme is that it is muggy out there from Connecticut all the way down to southern New Jersey. Very muggy tropical air mass. So when you have a strong cold front lifting that tropical air mass, that leads to the potential for some thunderstorms, and some of those thunderstorms, well, they have the potential to become rather severe. The primary threat here with these thunderstorms will be what we call downburst wind gusts. While that tropical moisture gets lifted up in the atmosphere, it cools, it sinks, it rapidly crashes to the ground like a rock, and that leads to wind gusts over 60 miles per hour and some damaging winds at that. So that is a significant threat, and it looks like the best potential for that potential will be over central southern New Jersey and around the Philadelphia metro. So let's say right around here. That is not to say, though, that severe thunderstorms won't happen for the rest of the region. They'll just be more isolated in coverage. So we're definitely going to watch that as we go on through the day. On our latest surface map, there is our first outflow boundary, there is our prefrontal trough that's weakening, and here is our cold front that is on the way. Behind that cold front, crisp, cool Canadian air. So yeah, things are definitely going to be improving and have much nicer weather by tomorrow. But it doesn't last because we remain in a rather volatile weather pattern with this frontal boundary wavering north and south as we go on all the way on through the weekend. So very interesting pattern. When you take a look at the radar, you can see that prefrontal trough and the showers and thunderstorms associated with it are actually rapidly weakening here. So as they're diving south, they're losing punch, still have a threat for a few isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms this morning as this continues to dive south over the Hudson River Valley and towards Connecticut. So again, this is the appetizer. The main event is later on this afternoon with the cold front dropping through. And again, some of these thunderstorms will have the potential to be nasty. Talk about nasty, here is our infrared satellite picture, and down towards the Gulf Coast, we have a lot going on. Marco is gone. It's been sheared apart and actually made landfall as a tropical depression. It got ripped apart before even reaching the Louisiana coast, which is some great news. Fortunately, we have some bad news, and that's Laura. Laura is rapidly developing. It's now away from Cuba. It's no longer having the influences of any of the interaction from land. It's right over the very warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico, and it is rapidly intensifying. Winds, as of just now, that just came out, are up to 70 miles per hour. It is very close to becoming a hurricane, and the latest forecast guidance would suggest a track basically towards the Texas coast. Let me just pull up this latest data that literally is just coming out right now. And you see that M right there? I've been talking about this to premium members for about 4 or 5 days. If this gets into the Gulf of Mexico with plenty of warm water in a low shear environment, it has the potential of becoming a major hurricane. Well, now the NHC is starting to agree with that. So I would say anyone from southwestern Louisiana all the way to Houston needs to be prepared for this storm. Get your supplies in hand. Okay, that's basically what I want to say. Don't panic. Okay, you've been through this. You know what you have to do. Get your supplies in hand and get ready, and know where you need to go if you have to evacuate. Okay, if you have friends and family that are down there, you're watching this video, you say, hey, I got friends and family down there. Maybe give them a call. Say, hey, maybe go on a vacation, drop by my house, hang out. Maybe. It might be a thing to consider. Because this hurricane's going to mean business, okay? It has all of the perfect environments for intensification, and also, as we watch it, it's literally intensifying. So when I see like this right here, kind of an outflow like this, a very healthy outflow, deep convection around the low-level center, rapidly falling pressure, those are all indications that we're dealing with a rapidly intensifying hurricane. So that is something we're going to watch out for. Another thing we have to watch out for our neck of the woods, for our weekend forecast, is how far west does Laura track. The further west it tracks, let's say if it heads towards Houston, it takes longer to get to our area, and so that means it also gets sheared apart. It's moving over land and rains itself out, so not as much moisture it gets to our area. However, if it cuts up, let's say, towards central Louisiana, which I don't think is going to happen, but let's just say it does, then it means that it's still more intact and you have a better potential for heavier rainfall for this weekend. So we'll have to watch that and see how that evolves. Meanwhile, closer to home, our cold front is on the way. Now, our prefrontal trough, you can see it's losing its punch. The best lifting of dynamics heading up towards New England, so the clouds are starting to warm and basically start to fall apart. So that's our prefrontal trough. And then up here, you see our cold front right here with some of the cumulus already forming. That is going to be dropping its way south. Watch out for isolated thunderstorms forming over the New York City metro again, so we're going to pack a punch. And then more widely scattered showers and thunderstorms for central and southern New Jersey and the Philadelphia metro. And again, the primary concern here will be destructive strong wind gusts via downburst wind gusts, where wind gusts could push over 60 miles per hour. So that's certainly a concern there, along with the torrential downpours. So for today, watch out for isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures rising into the upper 80s to lower 90s, and it will be muggy out there. For tonight, look for clearing skies, crashing humidity. Low temperatures tonight will fall into the mid to upper 50s over the interior, lower to mid 60s along the coast. High temperatures by tomorrow with clear skies, high pressure and complete control. Look for basically temperatures rising into the upper 70s to lower 80s. On Thursday, we have a warm front that's going to be approaching the region. Now, this warm front is going to produce potential for scattered showers and thunderstorms, but mostly towards the interior. Along the coast, I think it's going to be more isolated, but we'll definitely notice an increase in humidity. Low temperatures on Thursday will range from the upper 40s to lower 50s over the interior, and the potential for upper 50s to mid 60s along the coast. But by the afternoon, temperatures are going to be running rapidly up into the upper 80s to lower 90s with that tropical air mass invading the region. On Friday, that tropical air mass stays in place with a frontal boundary. That warm front stalls out, and you end up with this waves of low pressure passing to our north, so the threat for isolated showers and thunderstorms. Look for temperatures to range from the lower to mid 70s for lows, upper 80s to lower 90s for highs. Here is the remnants of Laura. Here is our next cold front. On Saturday, that low pressure system starts to entrain what's left of Laura. And again, depending on how much this storm is intact in terms of heavy rainfall, will tell us what to expect for the storm. But the way I'm thinking is this. Saturday morning, scattered broken cloud cover, an isolated shower or thunderstorm, not a washout. Low temperatures in the lower to mid 70s, some areas of fog, it's muggy. In the afternoon, our cold front's approaching, the remnants is still approaching, so the afternoon I think is generally dry. Temperatures rising into the upper 80s to lower 90s. Saturday night into Sunday morning, that cold front and the remnants all clears out, so look for periods of rain, heavy at times, Saturday evening on through Sunday morning. By Sunday afternoon, it all clears out. Temperatures range from the upper 60s to lower 70s for lows, upper 70s to lower 80s for highs. On Monday and Tuesday, high pressure and complete control, clear skies to scattered cloud cover. Low temperatures on Monday range from the mid 40s to lower 50s over the interior, mid to upper 50s along the coast, high temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. And then on Tuesday, look for lows in the mid 50s to lower 60s, high temperatures in the mid 70s to lower 80s. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, and as always, stay safe out there.